Wicked Intentions, it picks up exactly where Wicked Loyalties left off. The same day it picks up, and we were in the hospital room, the delivery room to be exact, with Savannah. So it picks up right where that left off, and now Savannah, we're watching her transition into a mother. So there's a different vibe with Savannah, and her marriage was up in shambles, going up and down in Wicked Loyalty. So we follow her relationship with Black as well as her friendship with Toya, and then we get a lot of questions answered with Vinny. So I'm not going to go into details about that, but yeah, we get a lot of questions answered, especially about her brother's murder. We get into details, and that's when we see the switch from innocent Savannah into Savannah badass, So, but yeah, we follow Savannah again, and the title itself, it just comes from, sometimes you have good intentions on doing something, and then you just still get a bad outcome. Well, what happens when your intentions aren't good? So yeah, you just gotta read it, but it's the same. It's the same flow as in Wicked Loyalties. We're following Savannah, and we're shining the light on her and her relationships and friendships and the answers that she's so desperately seeking. The answers that she wanted in Wicked Loyalties, they're here in Wicked Intentions. It follows up right after Wicked Loyalties, and I think it's going to be a big surprise for a lot of readers when they see the steps that Savannah's taking to protect her family, which is, mother instincts at its best. So that's probably the biggest shock that a lot of people will get with Savannah. As far as Black goes, there's always surprises with Black and Vinny. So we touch on a lot of stuff with Vinny, and I think that's what the readers wanted, and what they're waiting for Wicked Intentions is what's going on with Vinny. The Wicked Loyalties ended crazy, so we're just answering a lot of the questions that were left open on page 300 and something in Wicked Loyalty. Questions that I do receive, it's got to be, are the characters real? And if you know me, then you know that they are. I respect everyone's privacy, my friend's privacy, and so I changed the names, but the characters are real, and so I get, are you Savannah, Jen? Are you Savannah? There's a lot of characteristics of Savannah. We share a lot of characteristics, but as far as are we the same person? Savannah, we both have done different things, and we both have different personalities at certain points. So there's pieces of me in Savannah. There's pieces of a lot of women in Savannah. So I think that's why a lot of readers can relate so heavily to her. And as far as Black goes, yes, he exists. If you know me, you know exactly who I'm referring to in that situation. But the characters themselves, they're as real as it gets, and I think that's why it's so easy for readers to fall in love with them, because even though I may add a snippet here and there of their actions, these are real people, So yeah, I think that's probably the most common question. Are the people in your stories real? Yeah, I write in silence still, and for Wicked Intentions, I believe it took me a couple of months, and by a couple I mean a few months, to get the entire layout. But at the end of Wicked Loyalties, I knew exactly how Wicked Intentions was going to go. The longest part is just typing it. You already have the ideas in your head, put it on paper, and then once you start typing it, that's probably the easiest part. And knowing what you want the story to be and how the events actually occurred in real life, it makes it easier to type it a little bit faster. So Wicked Loyalties took me maybe, once I finally found out that I wanted to finish Wicked Loyalties, it probably took a few months, and so did Wicked Intentions. So I actually went to a few concerts this summer, and on each concert I brought like 5 books in my luggage, so I wound up paying like $50 extra for luggage and everything. But yeah, this summer I did a lot of traveling just to expose Wicked Loyalties beyond, because I'm from Chicago, so I tried to expand the audience beyond the Midwest. So yeah, I went to a lot of places. I did check out a few concerts. I went to California, Detroit, Miami. I get a lot of criticism for the book covers. When I tell people I'm into urban fiction, they expect to see a certain cover on the novels, certain graphics, some explicit, and I chose not to go that route simply because I want to spread beyond urban fiction. You know, if people fall in love with my book and they know the story, then they pick up the next novel, regardless of what the cover may look like. They're gonna know it's a good story because they've read my previous novels. You know, so for Wicked Intentions, you know, the cover for Wicked Intentions is simple blood splatter. And for those that have read Wicked Loyalties, they'll know what that cover is going to talk about, or the ties of the cover. But say if someone's walking in Barnes and Noble and they see that, and they're not into necessarily urban fiction or street literature, but they're into mystery and suspense novels, well, maybe they'll pick up that book and they'll read it. So, you know, to each his own for authors, you know, but that's the path that I've chosen as far as the covers, you know. And then plus I'm not into, you know, the real graphic novels and everything like that, because what if a reader, for me, it's if one of my friends is reading the novel and they're on the train, they don't want to sit there on the train with the book and the cover is, you know, really explicit, you know. So I take a lot of things into consideration, and when you self-publish, you have a lot of say-so in a lot of things. So I've chosen that route, and like I said, for authors that well-respected authors in this genre, that I respect what they've chosen to do, and I'm hoping that people respect what I've chosen to do as far as my covers as well. And it's something I'm sticking to, and like I said, to each his own, you know. It's been successful, I believe, so I'm just gonna keep going. I picked this genre to enter, you know. For me, I think it kind of picked me because I'm simply writing off of experience. I'm writing about the environment that I was exposed to, you know. So, and then I respect the authors of this genre because it's not easy when, you know, you get a stereotype of, you know, urban fiction and street literature. You know, it's always about sex, money, gangs, and everything like that. We're writers, and we're exposing the urban communities that we're from, and what we've gone through as experiences, or our friends. You know, we're talking about what's real, what we go through. So, you know, I respect all the authors in this genre. If one person can pick up one of our books and they're like, oh yeah, I can relate to that, then that's what it's for. I want you to be able to relate to something and take it as a positive way out of it, you know? You know, I mean, if somebody can pick up the book and they're like, oh, I want to do this until I read what happened to Savannah, and I was like, you know what? No. Well, good. Then that's one person that I've reached out to. That's what it's about, you know? And I'm happy that this genre picked me, and I look back and I've learned from a lot of the things that I was exposed to as a kid and as a teenager, and you know, I'm just happy, and this is the best form of writing for me. Yeah, I recently made the announcement that we're working on Wicked Loyalties to play in 2014, and I think for any writer, you know, we want to see the visuals of our own work. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's gonna be a challenge, but you know, I've questioned myself and second doubted the decision to actually, you know, produce it, and I have faith, and I'm ready to try something new. You know, I'm ready to challenge myself. So I'm excited. I'll be posting more information on the website. You know, as it gets closer to, you know, casting and rehearsals and everything like that. But yeah, I'm excited. 2014, everything's going to start in about February of 2014, so I'm excited. Hey everyone, I want to make sure that you've picked up your copy of Wicked Loyalties, and the reason why I say that is because Wicked Intentions is right around the corner. I'm releasing the sequel to the Wicked series right on October 30th on Amazon.com as well as my website. So stay tuned for more details about the book launch party on JenniferDillinger.com. And make sure you stay tuned for Wicked Loyalties to play. I'll be posting more information on that on the website as well too. So talk to you guys later.